Ladies and gentlemen, it is a matter of great pride for me to have the opportunity to mark this most significant of milestones with you today, albeit in the most unusual of ways. And whilst we cannot all gather in person in the traditional manner, I particularly wanted to take a few moments ahead of your annual conference to draw attention to a century of service that the Legion has provided to our veterans and armed forces community. There are few organisations which hold a place at the heart of society in the way the Royal British Legion does. For 100 years, the Royal British Legion has been a constant through the annual Poppy Appeal, leading the nation in remembrance and providing a lifelong commitment to every veteran and their families. Therefore, I wanted, above all, to offer my sincere and heartfelt gratitude to all those who have helped build this wonderful organisation we know today, and to all those who will be part of its future. My family and I have held a long and proud association with the Legion. At the first conference, the Unity Conference in May 1921, my great-uncle, the then Prince of Wales, was invited to become the charity's first patron, which he proudly accepted. Subsequently, my grandfather, King George VI, became patron, and later, my mother, all of us stalwart champions of the armed forces community and the work the Royal British Legion does in support of them. The Legion, by its very name, is an organisation of many parts. Its foundations formed of 4 ex-service organisations which united in the aftermath of the First World War to fight for fair treatment for the millions who had served and sacrificed so much in that most harrowing of conflicts. 100 years later, it is still the individual parts that make the whole. Membership branches across the world, volunteers, a dedicated staff, cross-sector partnerships, and a group of charities, all united under the Royal British Legion banner. I have the utmost admiration for the Legion's ability to galvanise support for our armed forces, and this is demonstrated most of all by the tenacity of its membership. I myself am a proud life member of the Royal British Legion, and over the years I have had the great pleasure of meeting many other members. Notably, in those dreadfully sad days when repatriations of those who had lost their lives in the Afghanistan conflict were taking place in Royal Wootton Bassett, my wife and I met members of the Riders branch who were dedicating their time to lining the route and providing support to grieving family members. It is that constant and reassuring presence and that unending commitment which makes the Legion and its work so very powerful. The armed forces community makes a unique contribution to society. They give us the best of themselves and they deserve the best in return. Fortunately, the Royal British Legion has always provided that. Those who have served have an organisation that provides life-changing and often life-saving support, an organisation that speaks up on their behalf, and an organisation that ensures their sacrifices shall never be forgotten. There have been times when the armed forces community has not been given the fair treatment it deserves. However, on every occasion, the Royal British Legion is there by its side, championing its cause. In this milestone year, the Royal British Legion will also celebrate the success of a recent campaign, as we will see a question about veteran status added to the census for the first time. The data this will provide to the Royal British Legion, other charities, local and national government, will ensure for decades to come that better and more targeted support will be available to our veterans and their families. In the Legion, we see an organisation that is dedicated to creating better futures for the armed forces community. Throughout its history, its work has left a legacy for the next generation and ensured service and sacrifice are recognised. I would like, if I may, to wish everyone at the Royal British Legion a very happy and special 100th birthday.